Bees in the flowers, birds in the trees, nature's beauty in things like these. Rivers and mountains, valleys so wide, stars in the heavens, deep blue they are. Everyday artists, the old and the new, color each day a bright golden hue. Now that we know you, our story begins. Come and be with us, artists and friends. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum.
I think I saw the postman stop. Did I have some? Yes, I have some mail today. There's a card to Miss Polly and Rip, Mrs. Polly Loebner, Miss Polly. Oh, thank you so much for writing. I'm going to wait till Christmas Day to read them. Uh-oh, a package. Oh, it says to Rip in care of Miss Polly. Oh, Rip, hey, you got a package.
Me?
You got a package.
I got some mail?
Uh-huh.
Good night. Who in the world be sending something to me? I wonder what's in that box.
Well, it doesn't say who it's from. It says to Rip and care of Miss Polly. Uh-oh. Do not open until Christmas.
Oh, no, Miss Polly. I'm too curious. I'm almost curious as old C.C. the cat. I'd like to find out what's in that.
Well, it says do not open until Christmas, and you know, I have a rule. You have to remember to do that. So I'll put it here with the cards. You got some cards too, and we'll have a great time Christmas Day. And I know that's quite a while, Rip.
Oh, Miss Polly, I don't know what to do until then.
I've got a good idea. I think we should be making some gifts.
Oh, making some presents?
Right.
Oh, well, that's a good idea. You know, I got some people and friends of mine that I'd like to send some presents to. You know, old bus driver over there, and that old rooster, and cow, and some goats. And,
okay.
He's got a bunch of them.
Well, I'll show you this idea, and I think the school artists will like it too. And maybe you'll want to give that for a gift. You know, all you have to have is just a little bit of an imagination to do this. I'm going to show you how to make some cards, and you can make several just alike and give it to someone as a gift. Now I have a card here, and I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to make a thumbprint, and we'll make a little animal out of the thumbprint. Now what can you use? I have some concentrate tempera, and I'm going to get it wet. You know, that's the tempera that's in a block, and I'll get it wet like this. And that's a nice bright red, because that's a Christmas color. Now, take your thumb and just press down, and it's a good idea to have some scrap paper to try the first one until you get it just right, and I think it's just right. Now, I'm going to press down, and there is a thumbprint. Now, that could be the body, and if I got a little bit more on my thumb, and this is a little smaller, that would be a head. But it's not quite an animal yet, is it? Let me take my marker, and I'll make some ears like this, and some eyes and whiskers, and how about a big tail? And now it's a cat. And let's just make a little horizon line, and then the person that gets this will just write their little note, or it could be a Christmas message, on the card. Now let's do another one, give you a better idea of just exactly how it works. Now you could use something else besides tempera. You could use ink, you could use a pad of ink. I want to switch to the black tempera and show you how much better it looks. And these are really kind of exciting in black and white. So, take my thumb, look at it, might get a little bit of the ink off, need a little bit more paint on it. Now, let's try it this way. That's the body, and let's have a little bit of a head. Might turn my hand like this. All right, you suppose that I could add ears to that and make it into some other kind of animal? Well, let's see if I can. Let's make an ear here and another ear. And that could be a rabbit. You think that could be Rip? He'd like that, wouldn't he? All right. Now, after you make your cards, then you're wondering, well, I need envelopes. Well, I'm going to show you how you can make your envelopes, but I'd like to make another suggestion. If you're able to do this, buy envelopes already made and put your little design on the envelope and get some paper. Now, you probably will learn how to do this at school. Ask your mother for a little bit. You probably have some spending money for Christmas. Go ahead and buy the paper and the envelopes and make a Christmas, do this for your Christmas presents. Now, let me do this again. Show you how that's done. Oh, let's see. What do we make this time? Let's make it on the card first. Now a little one for the head. All right, let's make that into a little mouse. So let's give him little round ears, little eye, and a little nose, feet, and a long tail. Now the trick is to make another mouse just like it for the envelope. And I think it should be on the back, don't you agree? So let me get my thumb on here, and we'll try to put the little mouse here, a little round circle for the head, just a little bit bigger. The delightful thing about this, they'll know each one is special, because each one's just a little different. And he has feet, and this matches this, and if you made a whole package, you could wrap that up and would make a nice gift. Now, perhaps you have a problem. I said you could use ink, or let me show you what you can use if you have printer's ink. So let's go through that, because I know some of you teachers have this. Have a piece of glass, and I have some washable ink. This is green, so let's try the green. I'll squeeze out some like that. And this is a pretty good idea for the classroom, because so many can work at this. At least 4 students could do this at the same time. I'll roll out the ink. Remember, we call this a roller, and we had another name for it. That's right, brayer. Okay, now let's put that down, and let's do another one. I'll put my card right here, and let's take my thumb, and I want my card this way, and I want you to be able to see what I'm doing, but I have to kind of lean over like that, and a little bit right there. Now, what could I do with that? Well, let's see. What kind of animal could it be? I need my green, too. Let's make that into, oh, a little squirrel, maybe? This would be his feet, and his little hand, and another little hand, and he has to have eyes. At this point, the eyes don't show up too well. I could switch to my black and make his eyes show up a little bit better. Here's my little squirrel. And let's put him on some grass. Let's give him a nut to eat for Christmas. So does that give you a lot of ideas of what you could do? All right, there's one other thing I need to show you. If you're going to make your own, whatever size card you have, now whatever you can use almost any kind of paper, whatever you have in the classroom. So after you've done your card, let's move this one over here and look at the little rabbit. You need to take your paper, and you can make your envelopes 2 ways. You can take an envelope that you have, and I might take one I got in the mail, open it up. I've torn this one open, and if it fits, just draw around it like that, see? Or take a plain piece of paper and take your paper like this, put your envelope down, and then you can take a pencil and you can mark around it, and you can see, fold it over, and then cut it out, and then that is the way that you make your envelope. So, if you're lucky and you can get several and you already have envelopes, just make cards to go with them. I bet you'd like to see what some of the school artists did for theirs. Let's look at this one. A 6-year-old made this one. There's one thing I'd like to remind you of when you make it. This little cat really should have been up in the corner just a little bit more. Here is a different kind of rabbit. I like this one. It looks like that donkey. Now remember, if you do this, you want to make one that matches it on the envelope. Here is a seal. Isn't that delightful? You know, your imagination just help you. All of them start with a thumbprint. Look, I think that's a big bird. Here's a little dog, a monkey. I think this is a dog. There's one that a very young artist made and forgot that we needed to put it in the corner. And here is a little lamb up in the corner. Does this give you an idea of what you can make for a Christmas gift? You know, I'd like to say happy holidays to you right now and hope you have a nice vacation. You know what? I'm a little bit worried, though, about Rip. He is so generous. I don't know what he's done, so let's see what's happened. I think I better go out and check on... Oh, no!
Yeah, Miss Polly, you know what? I started giving away my house. I gave a bale that old bull, and I gave one to the cow, and I gave one to that rooster, you know, and them hens, they can make them a nest out of. And heck, I about gave away my whole house. Look here, now I'm giving one of this old goat here. That rascal. I only have a few bales left. It's starting to get cold. I'm going to have to start on my new house here pretty soon.
Oh, Rip, you
Leaves in the flowers, birds in the trees, nature's beauty, and things like these. Rivers and mountains, valleys so wide, stars in the heavens, deep blue they eyed. Everyday artist, the old and the new, color each day a bright golden hue. Now that we know you, our story begins. Come and be with us, artists and friends. Da 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 dum.